Okay, the old glue has been removed from the bowl half of the two wooden parts there, and we're ready to glue. There's no glue on it yet. I'm just going to show you this jig. I did in an earlier video, but rather than have you chase around pieces, parts here and there trying to put together all this stuff, I'll just run through it again as necessary. This cylinder here is quite a heavy weight. I haven't actually weighed it, but a pound or pound and a half, something like that. It's a stainless steel bushing, and that does the press down thing. This is just a rubber pencil eraser, and it's for a non-skid surface. Sometimes you can mount the weight dead square, 90 degrees in all configure, X, Y, Z kind of a thing. Other times, if the shank is curved, like this one is, you split the angular difference between the break and the end of the shank. It's the best you can do. And that means that sometimes the weight will have a little tilt on it. You don't want it to vibration from a truck driving by or something to have it slide off in the middle of the glue curing. So use something that's tacky but firm. Yeah, this guy came off, or rather the glue has all come off of here, and the this vise is a clever little, I don't think I want to take it all apart again. It was kind of a pain to get it set up. But it's just a geared, self-centering clamping deal that's sold as a pen maker's vise, or a drill vise for pen barrels and for mounting on drill presses. And I find it's really useful as a third hand when doing stuff like this, because it weighs quite a lot. I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds, maybe more, plenty enough to be secure when doing stuff like this. And this silver tool here is just one of those reamers that the blades expand like a flower as you tighten it here, and that becomes a grabber, so to speak, of a pipe bowl without having to have any grip on the outside of the bowl, so that you'll never mar the finish. So what we're going to do is mix up a batch of epoxy, in this case T88, which is designed for wood-to-wood gluing, and apply some to both halves, get it all lined up, squish down on there, get everything square, and then stack this rubber block in the weight. Double check our alignment, and then you wait until it's strong enough, it's set enough that the shank won't move, but it is still soft enough that you can take little tools that you're going to end up making that are similar to this kind of a thing. Just pieces of plastic that you grind little chisel ends on and stuff like that, and you'll then peel the epoxy away. Now, if you let it harden completely so that there's a uniform bead all around there, boy howdy, have you got a job getting that off and everything back to level. Likewise, if you go after it too soon and you shift the shank on the bowl, then you've got a problem getting it all squared up again, or even noticing that you moved it. So it's critical that you only go after that bead with one of these kind of tools at exactly the right time. And the best way to do that is pretend there's a blob of glue on this yellow pad here. There's some epoxy that you've mixed up. Well, once you get everything arranged, don't throw this in the trash. Keep it handy and right beside the work, and then set like a kitchen timer and every 20-30 minutes, whatever, depending on the glue you use, come back in and check the texture of it here and press on it and scrape it and stuff. And when it feels like it's, as I described, firm enough to hold in place but still got a bit of give to it so you can remove it, that's the time to go after it, because you're going to actually be dressing that crack, and there's going to be a little, you want a little extra in there because, well, it'll make sense when we get to dressing it. But anyhow, the old glue came off the bowl part here the same as it did. This one, I'd say it's 90-some% gone, enough to do the job, I think. And that is it. It's obviously, it would be very difficult and tedious to try to video the actual process in real time unless you have a human with the camera and they're kind of moving around, zooming in, turning it on and off. But just leaving it on a tripod as it is now, it's not a practical thing to videotape some of the stuff that I do on this little channel here. But anyway, that ought to get us going. You know what I'm up to, so to speak, what the task is. So I'm going to turn the camera off and mix up some glue, actually get this thing set up, and we'll take it from there.